Exeter's chief Rob Baxter is unlikely to succeed Eddie Jones as England head coach, the RFU have confirmed. Jones signed a 2-year contract extension on Wednesday that will see him continue with the Red Rose until August 2021. The RFU's plan is to appoint a successor in 2020 who will work under Jones for a further year before taking over the reins ahead of the 2023 World Cup in France. Exeter chief Rob Baxter is unlikely to succeed Eddie Jones as England head coach. Baxter, who guided Exeter Chiefs from the Championship, in 2010, to Premiership glory last season, would be a prime candidate, but test experience is a high on the RFU's agenda for Jones's successor. "We're very careful what we're saying here, but the message is clear. It's the best coach for England. Not necessarily the best English coach, but it doesn't preclude them if they've got the right exposure," said Steve Brown, the RFU's chief executive. Jones was appointed following England's disastrous 2015 World Cup campaign and brought with him more than 10 years of top-level experience in Test rugby with the Wallabies, South Africa and Japan. The RFU could indeed look at getting the likes of Baxter, or Saracens Supremo Mark McCall, exposure overseas to boost their chances of landing the top job, if either of them throw their hat in the ring after the 2019 World Cup. The RFU want a coach with international experience to take over from Jones. "It's certainly a challenge," said Brown. "That's what Eddie has brought to us, that depth of international experience that is in quite a unique environment. So, it's going to be tough, but that doesn't mean there's very high potential people out there that could gain that experience somewhere along the way as well. And if we look at it as a long-term plan, it's highly possible." Brown continued, "We don't rule anybody out. This is one of the biggest, if not the biggest job in international rugby at the moment, and the person needs to have a fantastic track record, but they need to have some international experience, so if that can happen in the time frame, then we wouldn't rule out English coach as a potential, but it's going to be a tough job to get. All these jobs are tough to get. That's the whole point. This is at the pinnacle of the whole game." Jones worked under Wallabies head coach Rod McQueen before succeeding him in 2001. "I was coaching the Brumbies, so we won the Super Rugby competition, and I was appointed the Wallabies coach before the Lions tour, in 2001, and I went and worked for Rod for the Lions series.